And I'm Jeff.
And this is
Z Slant Football.
All right. I guess let's just get right into it. Today we're going to be covering the topics of receivers, what happened in free agency, some preseason, a little bit of preseason stuff, and we're going to be doing a couple fun games on the show today. But let's get right into it. Probably everybody's got to know this. DeAndre Hopkins signed with the Texans, obviously. Titans. DeAndre Hopkins signed with the Titans. Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets, and Jalen Ramsey went to the Dolphins. Those were the big things. Most of you guys know that, and if you don't, well, new news.
So yeah, the Ramsey thing, real quick, I think is interesting because he only went for a third-round draft pick.
No kidding.
That was it.
Why not a first? Rams don't have a first till
That's probably why.
More years.
Oh no, I get what you're saying. Like, why did they not get more from Miami?
Exactly.
And I don't know.
Miami had such a bad defense last year. Adding Jalen Ramsey is huge, and only have to trade away like a third-round draft pick. That's huge.
That's
absolutely
crazy.
Huge.
Although he's hurt.
He's hurt, but
for the whole season.
No, until December.
It's most of the season.
True. But the thing was, are they thinking he's how? Do you know how old he is?
I don't.
Maybe it's because he's old, but
we have to look at that. He's been around for a bit.
Yes, but he's been a good corner.
Oh yeah, I wish Steelers had him.
Oh, for sure, they'd be good.
Although, who knows? Who knows? We'll see. See what the new corners bring.
Maybe. On that note, we have trade rumors.
Hold on, I want to talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, that okay. Yep, you can go.
So Aaron Rodgers obviously goes to the Jets. So they gave Jets Rodgers and a 5th-round pick for a whole bunch of picks in 2023. I think they moved up 2 spots. They flip-flop picks in 2023.
This year?
A 4th-round pick or a 3rd-round pick, I don't know. And maybe if Rodgers plays up to 65% of the snaps for the Jets, they get the Jets 2024 1st-round pick.
The Packers do?
Yes.
Whew.
So it could be big because I can't imagine, unless he gets hurt, Rodgers not playing 65% of the snaps.
Yeah, so that could be big. Big for the Packers. We'll see how Jordan Love does. Is he bust?
I don't know much about him.
Yeah, he has a lot of pressure on his shoulders. There's been 3 straight Hall of Fame quarterbacks for the Packers.
Yeah, it's not awesome.
Yeah, Bart Starr. It's like the Steelers and coaches.
It wasn't 3 straight.
Yeah, Bart Starr, Brett Favre,
there were
Aaron
a whole
Rodgers.
bunch of people between Brett Favre and Bart Starr.
Oh, there were?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you still had Rodgers and Favre back to back for the last 15 years or longer.
It's ridiculous. I swear.
That's when I was a kid. I remember Favre when I was a young man.
Yeah.
So, crazy.
He was good.
Agreed. And then, so I don't know too much about Hopkins. I know you've always been a big fan of his.
Yeah, he's probably got I'd say the best hands in the league right now.
Stop it.
No. Who's better? Who's got better hands?
I don't know.
Come
on. Johnson for the Steelers.
Deontay Johnson has better hands than DeAndre Hopkins. Guys, go look up how many drops.
I got you flustered right now.
Yeah, I'm so mad. DeAndre Hopkins in 2018 or something like that didn't drop a pass that touched his hands.
It was ridiculous.
Deontay Johnson in that year dropped almost all of the passes.
Yeah, he's
that's why I call him Mr. Drops.
Breakout year, Johnson.
Maybe.
Even though he's already like an all-pro.
All-pro?
Yeah. Some years. With Ben he was a couple of times.
Yeah, I guess. But Juju was good. Back when we had Juju.
Yeah, and when Ben was good.
True.
All right.
Anyways, so on the topic of trades, there was a rumor going around for a little bit with Aaron Donald and the Steelers. And for those of you who have zero idea what I'm talking about, good. I guess you're not. It's not really good. You're off of. It was everything you looked up Steelers, it would pop up. Although there was an article written by
a guy from ESPN.
Yeah, a guy from ESPN who was saying that the top 10 defensive tackles and how the Steelers they make small picks with George Pickens. He was hurt. Broderick Jones also was hurt. Both guys from Georgia, which is, it's kind of shading to the Eagles, but whatever. Both of them were hurt, and we picked them up. George Pickens, amazing. He was NFL young boy last season. And I'm not expecting the same from Broderick Jones because he's a left tackle.
Mhm.
I don't know what position he plays. Somewhere on the offensive line. On
He's
the
left
left side.
tackle.
Okay, that's what I thought. But it was like, I expect him to be good.
It's one of those things you never know, but like with the Steelers, they definitely stick with their people for a long time. So I think they'll give him time to grow, and he doesn't have to start.
Yeah.
So I don't love our left tackle. It'll give him time to learn the system
for sure. But what was being said was Aaron Donald. The Steelers have a lot that they possibly can trade away. Najee Harris, I think he's coming up on on the end of his rookie contract.
Year.
Yep. He's coming close to that. And to have TJ Watt, Cameron Hayward, and Aaron Donald on the same line, and especially since Cam Hayward, he's almost at the end of his career, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's getting older.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought anything would ever come of that because we're paying Watt so much money.
Right.
That rumor happened before we re-signed Highsmith, who had 14.5 sacks last season.
Exactly.
And I think we got a steal in the 4th round of this draft. Harburg, something like that. The guy from Wisconsin.
Oh, that guy. Ooh, he's good.
Yeah.
He was good.
1.5 sacks.
In college?
No, in the preseason game. 2 days ago. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
That's
even though
pretty
it's preseason, so I think we're gonna have some depth there.
For sure. We have a young team. Young team.
Not gonna be an all Steelers podcast, but there will be a slant probably because.
Yeah, for sure. We're Steelers fans. If you couldn't tell, that we're Steelers fans.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Our whole family is, as far as I'm aware of.
Real quick on going back to your boy Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the QB? I don't even know who the QB is in Tennessee. Is it Tannehill?
I think it's going to be the same situation that the Steelers had. Kenny Pickett didn't start.
Right.
I think if Will Levis isn't going to start yet. He's got arm power. I think he just needs to work on his accuracy. I think Ryan Tannehill is going to start until he unless he has like a 5,000-yard season, he won't start the majority. He'll start about. I'll say he'll start.
What do you think? When does
games.
The leash get pulled and he's out?
Week 6.
Week 6? I'm going to go whenever their bye week is. The week after their bye week is my guess.
That's also a good one. Any Titans fans out there? Yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know
what you think, if there are Titan fans in the world.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so with receivers, I found this interesting article on the player PFF ratings, which if you don't know what PFF is, it stands for Pro Football Focus, or the player's ability to make a play. And then some analysts do some averaging with their stats and stuff. Statification. That's not a word, isn't it? They do some averaging with their stuff, and then voila, PFF. But pretty much the number 1 was Tyreek Hill. So this is the top 10. Number 1 was Tyreek Hill with 92.1 PFF. Number 2 was Amon-Ra St. Brown with 90.7. I'm just going to go through. I'm not going to say the numbers. I'm just going to go through 3.
This is how they ranked them? Top 10?
Yep. Justin Jefferson, 90.2. Devontae Adams, 90.1. Stephon Diggs, 89.1. A.J. Brown, 87.7. Cooper Kupp, 85.3. CeeDee Lamb, 86.2. Keenan Allen, 84.4. And Jamar Chase with 83.9.
Wow, they really had Chase pretty far down there.
I know. I looked at a couple other articles. He was like some top 10. There was out of curiosity, I went on to the Bengals thing. He was 2.
Interesting.
But not in PFF.
Right.
But something I found crazy was this was the only article I could find that was, I didn't look at other PFF articles, but I looked at other articles on top 10 receivers. Amon-Ra St. Brown wasn't even in the top 5 for most of them.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He's. I think that's crazy. Like, it's absolutely crazy. But some of you may be wondering, okay, then if he's not in the top 5, is he in? What's your list look like? Well, I may sound kind of crazy doing this, and this is gonna kind of sound hypocritical. But my top 10, so this one's counting down now. My list is 10 Keenan Allen, 9 CeeDee Lamb. This isn't PFF. 8 Cooper Kupp, 7 Jamar Chase, 6 Diggs, 5 AJ Brown, 4 Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's going to be, I'll talk about that in a second. 3 Tyreek Hill, 2 Devontae Adams, and 1 Justin Jefferson. And
You just like the gritty.
what?
You just like the gritty. That's why you put Jefferson in there.
Go watch his stats. He won Offensive Player of the Year this year
I know. He's a stud.
over Cooper Kupp and Devontae
He's
Adams.
a stud. He's a stud.
But you guys,
What you didn't see on camera is he just hit me.
no, I didn't. I didn't
You know,
touch you.
like this.
Oh my gosh. But what you guys may think is hypocritical is I put St. Brown at 4 when I was talking about how he wasn't even in the top 5. I get it. I know it's kind of like, okay, if you're gonna have him literally like one spot into the top 5. Yes, and only because he's younger. I know Justin Jefferson, he is younger, but he's had more, like, this was a breakout season for both of them. But Justin Jefferson had a better build-up. Like, Amon-Ra was like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And then he went up, and, like, now he's more known throughout the league. But besides, like, Lions fans and maybe any NFC North fans would know him. But, I mean,
I didn't know.
yeah, I didn't know him.
I play fantasy football.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I stink.
Although, I mean, I listening to a fantasy thing.
Mm-hmm.
His name hasn't been mentioned yet.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's like a
Sleeper?
no. I mean, people get so obsessed with fantasy, like, oh, he doesn't score enough fantasy points. Well, he's not a good player.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Kyle Pitts. He's a good player. He's just allergic to the end zone.
Remember when you made me pick him last season?
Yes.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
But the season before that, he was good. His rookie season.
I didn't have him then.
I know. Well, does it only make okay? So listen, if a good player, okay, so what he just said is if there's a good player not on his team, it's not a good player.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You said I said Kyle Pitts was a good player in his rookie season. You're like, well, I didn't have him, so
Well, he was a good player then, but he wasn't a good player last year.
right.
I think he got hurt too, but I could be.
He did.
Right.
His last game was one of his last games this season was one of his best games was in London where he scored 1 touchdown. Anyways, yeah, he was like Deontay Johnson. He was allergic to the end zone.
Let's move to our next segment. What do you think?
Yep.
So we're gonna try this segment we're gonna have, and comment. Let us know what you think, or if you can build a better one. But we're gonna do a draft, and we're gonna try to build the ultimate wide receiver.
Yep. But here's it. We're inspired by the podcasting. They're on YouTube. I think they're on Apple Podcasts, and I think they're on Spotify. Deep 3 Pod. It's pretty much this segment where we pick a bunch of attributes and we name players, but we can't pick the same player twice. So if I pick, for example, football, if I pick Ben Roethlisberger throwing or whatever, he can't pick any attribute for Ben Roethlisberger because he's off the board.
Roethlisberger. Okay, so you can either have first pick or next two.
I'll go first pick.
Oh.
Okay,
so go through the attributes.
The attributes are route running. For wide receiver, they're route running, character, hands, athleticism, speed, and body. For athleticism, give me Randy.
Oh, that's your first pick, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You're going athleticism.
I'm taking Moss off the board, so you can't pick him.
Yeah, I love it.
I got Randy Moss.
Okay, so I get next two. Is that correct?
Yep. Please don't do it.
I'm taking Jerry Rice, and I'm going to take Jerry for I'm going to take Jerry for character.
Okay.
The all around
Yep.
work ethic, ability to win.
Okay. Stamina, stuff like that. Or no stamina.
No. So I have Rice here, and then I'm going to go next. I am going to go.
Wait, after this pick, do I get 2 more?
No, you get 1.
Oh, shoot.
I'm going to go the body.
Oh,
Nope.
phew.
I'm going to go the
No.
speed of Bullet Bob Hayes.
Dang it, that was my pick.
Bullet Bob Hayes. They
Okay.
call him the Bullet, Roar.
Okay, stop it. Route running, give me Larry Fitzgerald.
I love him. He almost beat the Steelers single-handedly in that Super Bowl.
Yeah. I wasn't born yet, so I didn't die from a heart attack.
All right. I'm going to go.
Oh, I just took off so many guys from your. Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the. Let's see. The athleticism
I already have Randy Moss.
of Calvin Johnson.
I'm fine with that pick. Give me Chris Carter's hands. Did I take it?
I like that, yeah.
In his Hall of Fame speech, one of the first things he said was, "These hands brought me to special places."
Okay. I'm going to go body
Please don't do it to me.
Terrell Owens.
Okay, I'm
You're
totally
gonna go
fine with that.
Metcalf, aren't you?
For body,
Yep.
give me Harold Carmichael,
I don't even know who that is.
6'9" receiver from the Eagles. I got a guy who could jump like Moss, and he's 6'9".
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, it's with Chris Carter hands, so he's not dropping anything.
We'll
Okay, fine.
recap
Fine.
it after.
You go.
So now my hands. I'm going to go the hands.
Yes, you are gonna go with the hands. You're gonna go with the hands.
Oh man, I don't know whether to go. I'm either going to go Steve Largent
He had good hands.
or Marvin Harrison.
Why Marvin?
Marvin Harrison could catch the food.
He could, but so could Steve Largent. I felt like Steve. I could have done Steve Largent.
Yeah, I'm going to go Steve Largent for hands.
Okay, that's fine. I have to take him out, but give me Tyreek Hill speed.
Okay.
Your last pick.
Okay. My last pick, route running. You're going to think I'm crazy on this.
Are you gonna pick Steve Smith?
Nope.
Wes Welker.
Nope.
Okay, those are my two.
Antonio Brown. Oh, do I go Brown
Nope, you can't do
or
it.
Deontay
Whoa,
Johnson?
whoa, you can't go back.
I'm gonna go Homer. Either one.
You can go back.
I'll go Brown.
Brown, okay.
Maybe.
And for my final pick, give me. You left. Okay. For my 3 picks, my 2 picks for character were Michael Irvin or Heinz Ward.
So Michael Irvin had a little drug problem. I don't know if you know about that.
Okay, Heinz Ward.
Okay. I love that character. Obviously, I love him.
Well, I mean, besides the drug thing, Michael Irvin, I felt he was a funny guy.
Yes, I agree.
He was like a good version of Draymond Green. He was good for team chemistry besides the drug thing, and he was just good in general. He's in the Hall of Fame, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Everybody I think we picked is in the Hall of Fame except for Antonio Brown
And Tyreek Hill.
and Johnson.
Megatron's, yeah, he is.
Is he?
2021.
He was? Okay.
Mhm.
I don't know if AB. You think AB will ever go to the Hall of Fame?
No, too much off. Michael Vick didn't go to the Hall of Fame because of his off-field attitude.
I don't know if Michael Vick was a Hall of Fame quarterback. Never won a Super Bowl.
So?
I mean, that's almost like as a quarterback. There probably aren't a ton of quarterbacks that haven't won the Super Bowl that are in the Hall of Fame.
Josh Allen's probably if Josh Allen doesn't win a Super Bowl, he's going to the Hall of Fame.
Hey Duff, he's a Bill. I don't know if he's ever going to win the Super Bowl. Sorry, buddy. You'll probably never watch this, but if you do, that makes me feel good.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna go through again.
Okay.
Who was your route running?
My route running was Antonio Brown. Who was yours?
Larry Fitzgerald.
Okay, you win that one.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're gonna go Rory. 1, Dad.
Bad guy 0. Good guys 1. Bad guy 0. You say that to me all the time. All of the time.
That's not true. Okay. Character.
Who'd you get? You got Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice.
I got Heinz Ward.
Oh, I love Heinz.
I mean, he's the kind of guy who's gonna block, and then he's gonna come to the sideline and be like, "Hey, he's gonna break your jaw. He's gonna come to the sideline and again, "Hey, how's the family? Is everything all right?"
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah,
No.
that's it. That's him. He's a nice guy.
So okay, so for work ethic, all around football player, who do you want? Hines Ward or
Work ethic. Give me
Jerry
Jerry Rice.
I think I win that one.
Yep.
In
Okay,
character.
I'm cool with that because I beat you in hands.
Okay.
Who do you have for hands? Or here, I got Chris Carter.
I had Steve Largent. Okay. Well, let's go back to hands. We'll come back to hands.
Okay. Athleticism.
Calvin Johnson.
Randy Moss. Moss could jump higher, and he was fast.
All right.
He had nice acceleration.
I'll give that to you.
Okay.
I'll give that to you. Speed.
You won. I got Tyreek Hill. You had Bob Hayes.
Okay.
Who's
Body.
body?
I had T.O.
I had Harry Carmichael. He's 6'9". How tall is T.O.?
Not 6'9". He's probably 6'3".
I got a guy who can jump like Moss, and he's like 9 inches taller than you. Imagine. Ugh. That's like trying to dunk on Jamal
Was he
Murray.
like a big bully guy? Because T.O. could bully people.
He just knocked people over. He just kind of like run over people during his routes.
My problem is I don't know the guy. All
Eagles
right.
fans out there, tell me.
Shear? Who? Well, he was both Eagles, right? T.O. and your monster man. We'll have to call him.
Monster Man. You're gonna look it up.
I'm calling him right now. All right, so we go back to hands. No, it's an on live guest. He won't even know it.
Okay.
Put him on speaker.
Who's the bigger? Who are we guessing? Who's the bigger person?
So as far as body type,
Oh,
who would he rather have?
Harold Carmichael. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which you'll know both.
Yeah. This
And
is the term.
he probably won't
Push
answer.
this down. Push this down.
He's probably golfing.
Probably.
Right, we don't want to show his phone number
No.
to the millions of people that are going to watch this.
Like the 4 people. I don't know, but I mean, we're just.
It's going to go to voicemail too. Dang it.
Okay.
All right.
But we'll let you guys decide
Yeah.
that.
Next time.
And hands. We'll also let you guys decide that.
And Steve Largent.
No, Chris Carter.
All right. Yeah, we're going to need a vote. So we'll try to put something.
I'll put it.
Put in the comments
on YouTube. If you're watching this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, we're posting it on YouTube too. Go check that down in the comments, in the comment section. It'll be the pinned comment saying for the
Who
vote.
do you vote for hands? Who do you vote for body type?
Body, and then who won the draft.
Because we're tied currently.
We're tied, and we're gonna do that every draft. Even though maybe I beat you 5-1 in running backs.
You know,
we're still gonna let
you're
them.
not going to beat me in running backs.
I think I will. But
So,
anyways, we're gonna let them vote, and then so like we'll do a poll thing. It'll show up like right there on YouTube, and it's gonna say, and you click on it and you vote whether for this episode whether or not I've won for a receiver or he's won for a receiver, and I'll do another poll. And I'll do another poll before this one that you can click on. Terrell Owens' body or Carmichael's body, and then
who we missed. Like if there's somebody in a category that we didn't choose, who you would choose,
yes,
let us know.
Please tell us.
Okay. Is that it?
No, we have a couple more things. Okay, so now since this episode is on the topic of receivers, who do you think is the greatest receiver of all time? Who's yours?
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice.
Who's yours?
This is, I mean, it's tough. This has been a debate ever since like Rice was drafted, Moss was drafted. So, I mean, if we're going best receiver of all time, my top 2, and this almost all of this conversation is going to be very controversial. I don't know how to say the word. Did I say it right?
Close enough. Okay. Everybody knows what you're getting at.
Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. I just can't do Don Hudson because
we've never seen him play.
I've never seen him play, and he just didn't seem that athletic. He was just kind of small and fast. He was like Tyreek Hill.
I don't know enough.
He was the first good receiver in the league. So
I still think Jerry Rice Maybe that's just old man.
I mean, but think about it. Like, these ones are kind of hard to compare. Moss holds the single season rookie touchdown record with 17 in his rookie season.
Ridiculous. Different NFL, though.
Yes, with the 90s Cowboys. Like, they had a good defense.
Yeah.
He scored 3 against the 90s Cowboys. But versus Jerry Rice's 22,895 total yards record, his 1,595 reception, 1,549 receptions record, and 197 touchdowns record. Now,
that's like over 20 years, too.
Yes, exactly. If Moss played at the same level for over 20 years, this would be more of a conversation stat-wise.
If I played in the NFL for 20 years, I could have some good stats, too.
You'd have like 4 yards. You'd get injured so much. You'd be like, oh. You get jammed by Ramsey. Oh, my back. What? But anyways, they both of them had 3 rings. Yes, they both had. Wait, I know Rice had 3 rings, but Jerry Rice, think about it. When he set up those 3 untouchable records, most of that time, within that 10-year span, he was playing with Joe Montana and
Steve Young.
2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. You know who Moss was playing with the start of the season? Randall Cunningham and Dante Culpepper.
Yeah.
All pros, but nowhere near the level Joe Cool and lefty. I forgot his name already.
Steve Young.
Nowhere near on that level. And I mean, sometimes some people may be thinking I'm too fed up with Randy's athleticism. Most people forget he was fast. He was fast too. He was tall. He was fast. And I mean, he didn't have to have good route running because he was taller than everybody.
That's why. Okay, so that's one way to look at it. But look at Jerry Rice. He did it with work ethic.
True. He had probably
year
the best stamina.
Year out. Wasn't tall. Wasn't big.
True. He had some very good route running.
Amazing.
I don't know.
I do.
You're going to say Rice.
Yeah. You're not going to get a lot of people. I mean, Moss is.
People who grew up in the 90s are going to say Moss.
I don't know if anybody's better than Moss since Rice, but.
Megatron. Some people say Megatron's better than Moss, and that just.
Who'd Megatron have him throwing the football? He played for the Lions.
Danny Orlowski. Or I don't even know his name. Matthew Stafford, though.
But he does.
He had Matthew Stafford.
For a bit.
Yeah, and Matthew Stafford won a Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Yeah. He has 14 kids, I think.
No.
I think so.
No way.
It's a ton.
He's not even that old.
Could you imagine if you had 13 brothers and sisters?
He'd be the oldest. I don't care. I'm in charge of 13 other kids.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about on this final initial?
No. I mean, we went over everything. We had all the receiver stuff, bunch of free agency stuff. I mean, I think we got it.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Let us know if you're watching on YouTube. Let us know down in the comments if we missed anybody in that draft. I'd like to know. I'll probably get really mad because I know I missed out on somebody.
Yeah, of course.
I bet there's somebody a receiver faster than. I mean, was Cliff Branch fast?
Was he the Raider?
He was. He was a corner, wasn't he?
I don't know.
I think he was. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening in. We're most likely going to be posting these every Sunday. So stay tuned. And next episode, we're going to be talking about running backs. We're going to be doing the running back draft, talking about running backs, and covering what's been going on in
Training camp
preseason. Yep. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all later.